The 2014 Evangeline Downs Quarter Horse Racing Report, brought to you by the Louisiana Quarter Horse Breeders Association, Jumonville Farms, the Sire T-Cost standing at Blanchette Farms, Delta Equine Center, and Robichaux Ranch Incorporated. Things are good for quarter horse racing in Louisiana. Why? Well, with a minimum of 148 guaranteed quarter horse racing days and with annual purses exceeding the $22 million mark, and with the Louisiana Breeders Association paying out over $4 million in Breeder and Stallion awards each year, and with the annual LQHBA yearling sales seeing major increases in median, average, and total gross for 2014, and with Louisiana Quarter Horse Racing having the largest purse of any state-bred futurity with an estimated $1 million purse, you have to say things are definitely good for quarter horse racing in Louisiana. Louisiana-bred quarter horses are faster horses that run for more money.
And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionResearch.com. Welcome to episode 2 of the Quarter Horse Racing Report from Evangeline Downs here in Opelousas, Louisiana. On this episode, we're going to look back a few weeks at the October 25th Amelia Bell Stakes that was contested here at Evangeline Downs, as well as look forward to this upcoming stakes action in the Evangeline Downs Dash going 220 yards. Be sure to log on to StallionResearch.com throughout this weekend to bring the news and the updates from the LQHBA Fall Mix Sale. StallionResearch.com will be there attending as well as covering all the action, bringing you the top sellers as well as any news and updates coming from that sale. We'll also be at Evangeline Downs on Friday night covering the LQHBA $1 million Breeders' Futurity Trials taking place and being contested that Friday, as well as bringing you some of the highlights and recaps from the racing of this weekend. Without further ado, let's get right into the recap section. Take a look at the Amelia Bell Stakes.
The Evangeline Downs Stakes Recap.
Is he's a Black Magic, rocketing out for the lead. T-Boy G the inside, fast talking Henry moving up with Open Mia Corona. Dash Engage is right there. It's T-Boy G, fast talking Henry coming on. He's a Black Magic, here's the line. Fast talking Henry and T-Boy G, their noses apart. An additional photo for the show.
A tremendous dash for the wire here in the Amelia Bell Stakes, with Fast Talking Henry surging to the line with T-Boy C to make the stewards decipher the winner via the photo finish. And the decision went the way of Eric Johnson-owned Fast Talking Henry for Hall of Fame trainer Heath Taylor with jockey John Hamilton aboard. This He's a Fast Dash gelding was bred in the state of Louisiana by Russell Moad. Okay, we're going to pause for just a moment here to hear from our sponsor, Jumonville Farms in Ventress, Louisiana.
Introducing the Stallion roster at Jumonville Farms in Ventress, Louisiana. Jess Louisiana Blue, the son of Mr. Jess Perry, whose offspring have earned over $10 million from only 9 crops to race, including the Grade 1 winning Louisiana Senator, On the Wings of Glory, a full brother to leading sire feature Mr. Jess, and Sizzling Cartel, the winner of the Grade 2 Firecracker Futurity as a 2-year-old and the earner of over $233,000 from his racing career. Jumonville Farms, a tradition of equine excellence.
Okay, we're back and ready to preview this upcoming weekend stakes action in the Evangeline Downs Dash. Let's look at some of the top contenders going in this 220-yard event.
The Evangeline Downs Stakes Preview.
To delve into the contenders for the 220-yard event begins with a look at the Grade 3 Develop a Plan Stakes with the speedy FDT Going Grand, seen here in the middle of the racetrack under jockey Jose Vega back in May of this year. The Kenny Roberts trainee hooked up with its stablemate Jet Black Gold Moment and powered past her to capture victory in this 350-yard event. Then let's revert back to August 23rd, the running of the Grade 3 Gentilly Dash Stakes at the fairgrounds. FTD Going Grand ran up against another top contender, Rasuti, in the field of the 220-yard stakes event. Although both of them got outrun by the eventual winner, Open Mia Corona, both of them showed why they are considered the top 2 choices in this event, the Evangeline Dash Stakes. You can read all about this stakes event in the racing preview section of StallionResearch.com. As mentioned, StallionResearch.com will be on hand Friday night at Evangeline Downs to cover the LQHBA $1 million Breeders' Futurity Trials being contested on Friday. Let's look at some of the top 2-year-olds. that will be contesting those trials this Friday.
The $1 million LQHBA Breeders' Futurity trial boasts several top runners from the previous Louisiana Futurity from earlier in this year, including the top 2 finishers of the restricted Grade 1 Lee Berwick Futurity, Game and Hemp's Jumpin' La Jolla, seen here battling intently to the wire in this event. Both are entered in the trials for Friday. And then there's the top 2 finishers of the LQHBA Sales Futurity at the fairgrounds. Louisiana Jambalaya on the outside and Hang On and Hush Up on the inside, both fighting to the wire in the stakes event at the fairgrounds. Both are entered in the trials as well. You can read more about the $1 million LQHBA Breeders' Futurity trials in the racing preview section of StallionEsearch.com.
We'll be right back after these words from our sponsor, Delta Equine Center in Vinton, Louisiana.
Delta Equine Center in Vinton, Louisiana. Breeders can view the Stallion roster for 2015 at DeltaEquineCenter.com. That list includes the Grade 1 stakes-producing sire Agouti, the brilliantly bred son of Corona Cartel. Shining First Dash, the Grade 1 placed half-brother to leading sire Shazoom. And introducing to Louisiana for 2015, Country Chicks Man, the 4-time Grade 1 winner that has produced 13 black-type graded stakes winners from only 5 crops to raise. Quality, integrity. Delta Equine Center in Vinton, Louisiana. The Evangeline Downs Report Stallion Spotlight.
This week's Stallion Spotlight goes to one of the top sires in the nation, He's a Fast Dash, the son of He's a Fast Man out of the legendary broodmare First Prize Dash, who was by Dash for Cash. He earns his spotlight due to the victory in the Amelia Bell Stakes by his son, Fast Talkin' Henry. In 2013, He's a Fast Dash ended the year as the leading sire of money earners in all of quarter horse racing. He has sired 22 black-type graded stakes winners, and his runners have earnings of over $18.6 million from only 9 crops to raise. His average earnings per starter is an impressive $36,000 per starter. You can check out his member Stallion page by logging on to StallionEsearch.com.
Okay, that's all the time we have for this episode of the Evangeline Downs Report. We'll be back next week to bring you the recap of the Evangeline Downs Dash, as well as a look at some of the top qualifiers that came out of the trials for the LQHBA Breeders' Futurity. If you can't be at the racetrack this weekend, go to aqha.com/racing and see the new revamped version of Q Racing. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionEsearch.com. We'll see you next week here on the Evangeline Downs Report.